Hi guys, so today I have another book video for you. It's the end of the month, so I'm going to be sharing with you what I read during April. I actually did much better this month than I have been doing. I managed to read, well, I say 4 books, one of them's actually kind of a comic, so I'm not sure if that counts, but I'm including it anyway. So the first thing that I read this month was The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. It's basically about a teenage boy who wants to be a girl, and it's basically just about him coming to terms with that and finding a way to tell his family, and yeah, it's just about him learning how to be who he really is, kind of thing. And then a new boy starts at the school called Leo, and they basically become friends even though they're completely different, and he just kind of helps him through the tough time that he's in. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I would give this one probably a 4 out of 5. It wasn't the best thing I've ever read, but I did really enjoy it, and yeah, it was quite interesting. The next thing, as I said, this is actually a graphic novel. But I've still included it because I read it this month, so, and that's Batman Year One. I've been wanting to read Batman comics and things for quite a while, but I just find it quite daunting. Like, I literally had no idea where to start or what to read first, so of course I googled, and I found a few different forums where people were like making lists of what you should read if you want to get into Batman, and the order in which you should read it, and this was one that I saw on a lot of the lists as a good starting point, so I thought I would buy this and read it, and I did really enjoy it, and I really want to read more, but again, I don't really know what to read next. So if you're a big comic fan or you know anything about Batman, if you could give me any suggestions as to what to read after this, that would be great, because yeah, I really enjoyed it, and this gets a 5 out of 5 because I loved it. The next one I was really excited about, and that is Asking for It by Louise O'Neill. She wrote a book called Only Ever Yours, which I read last year. I just absolutely loved it. It was set in some kind of future where basically girls were made in test tubes, and they were brought up in these like boarding schools to be perfect young women, and they were basically taught how to be perfect and beautiful, and you know, the end result was they were vying to get like a husband or whatever, and it was just really unsettling. Like, I really enjoyed reading it, but it was just so creepy, and I just found it believable. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So when I heard that she'd written another book, I immediately had to go and buy it, and I really love the cover of this. The one that she did before had like a Barbie doll's face on the front, so I like the fact that she's continued like that theme with her front cover, and she's got like this Barbie doll body on the front. But yeah, this was a little bit more uncomfortable to read. I don't want to say too much. I mean, even if you just read the front of the book, you can tell what it's going to be about, so I don't feel like I'm giving away too much. It's basically about a girl who goes to a party. She's really pretty and popular, and she goes to this party and she gets completely out of her face, and then when she wakes up in the morning, she can't remember what's happened. She just knows something not good happened, and it's basically about like victim shaming and sexual consent, and it's not the most comfortable book to read, and it was fairly upsetting at points, but I really loved it. I think it was written really well, and it was kind of distressingly realistic, and it just makes you think about how especially the media treats certain like women in these situations sometimes as if things might be their fault for how they dress or if they were drunk and things like that. It does make you think, and yeah, I really loved it, and I do hope she writes more books because as far as I know she's only written this one and Only Ever Yours. But if she does write another book anytime soon, I will be buying that immediately. And this one gets a 5 out of 5 as well because I enjoyed reading it, although it did make me cry. And the last thing I read this month, which I think this might have been a Christmas present, or was it Valentine's Day? I know Pete bought this for me at some point for some reason, but I can't remember exactly when it was, but I've only just got round to reading it. And it is You're Never Weird on the Internet, almost, by Felicia Day, and it's basically her like autobiography. If you don't know who Felicia Day is, then I suggest you type it into YouTube right this second and then come back to me because she is freaking amazing. I love her. Also, she was in Buffy, so that's like 50 awesome points right there. So, but I just love her. Oh, she's so adorable and wonderful and really smart, and I just love her. It was a really interesting read. Like, I didn't know that she was homeschooled and she had like a really slightly strange upbringing and things, but it was really interesting, and she's really funny, and I just loved it. So if you like Felicia Day, you will love this book, and if you don't like Felicia Day, there's something wrong with you. If you don't know who she is, then as I said, go straight to that bar and type in Felicia Day and just watch all of Geek and Sundry because her videos are adorable and I love her. So that is everything I read this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're interested in finding out more about what I'm reading, I'll leave a little link down below to my page on the Goodreads website. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.